slavery sentence. My Twitter feed never mention these feeding our children these, but in the mentions what rappers ain't worth a mention. These getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black, then I can see the rap, then I believe in cap, then I agree with cap.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So excited to be here in Vegas for this Super Bowl. And CD, what an incredible ride for our AFC champs. Very few thought they would be here, but now here they are, 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
But the guys in that locker room did believe. They never wavered. We saw them early in the year, and they told us, we think we've got something special brewing here. I don't know if you and I believed it at the time, but they've certainly been proven right.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, it might be a state holiday in Michigan tomorrow if they can pull this one off. Their first ever Super Bowl appearance as they try to win their first NFL title since 1957.
Oh, I love how you announce. I love how you like to govern as well. A state holiday? Absolutely, if they pull this one off. And remember, this team trying to win, as you said, their first title since 1957. If they pull this off, it officially buries the Bobby Lane curse.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, What do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
3rd and 5. Pickett now from the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Monarchs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Gone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Monarchs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing on third, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Flyer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more. And touchdown! Pat Fryermuth, 45 yards. And the Monarchs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 3. Goff. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Patterson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out here with the option left. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Pickett. Here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Try him with Pickett here on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down, and they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Goff. This complete to Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goff now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 50. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
Here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback and a ball out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporte. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here's Goff. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mmw St. Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Goff looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Back out there to send this one away. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback. And the ball out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. That stop made by Jack Campbell. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That is intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6 coming up. Now Goff. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Tiger. Hey, kill.
Now it's Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's second down.
5.
Goff. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
17.
Goff now to throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now third down and 7. They'll run again. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.